Hey, good morning everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss Pre-Market Report for September 22nd, 2016. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. Something we noticed here before was that prices were being defended by bears right here off 2144s. We had higher lows up here. I kept mentioning bears are defending here for a shot at seeing new lows. But if price pushes above those 44s and starts to squeeze, we could have a major rally back up toward recent highs and new highs. And it all came off the FOMC, right? The FOMC statement, Fed funds rate decision. Janet Yellen came on and spoke. So FOMC right here, 921. I have a key level at 2135 That's the key level to watch. Pushing through 2144 is important. That would imply a continuation toward 2179 and perhaps new highs. This is the next HV and above. If there's any failure or rejection to hold above 58s, that could be the early tell that we might slam down. So watch 58.5 for signs of any failure to hold. If there's any failure to hold above this zone, we could be looking at a retest and perhaps a move lower. Otherwise, the next pullback could be a great buying opportunity for a continuation. So right now, we're seeing bulls take over above 2144. Any pullback to 2144, bulls want to defend for a continuation higher. Watch 58.5 for any signs of early rejection for bears. If we take a look at the intraday time frame, something you'll notice here is that 2158.5, that's the FOMC level from July 27th. Here's the one from yesterday, September 21st. This is the 1 o'clock open. The 1 o'clock open is 2135 Price rallied away from it, came back, hit it perfectly to the tick, and now has embarked on a move of about 30 handles into 64.75. So a big time move here. Perfect touch right off the FOMC level we've been watching in the trading room. So now we have to see how this thing plays out. Again, 58.5 is going to be very important. I think a pullback to this zone right now with VWAP being there, the key level, likely offers an opportunity for bulls to defend and squeeze some more. Otherwise, failure to hold that level could open up more of a pullback. So we'll see how this thing continues to play out. Here's CL. Let's go over to a daily time frame of CL. Here we go. One thing we were talking about is a large triangle pattern, right? We've been coiling up toward the apex of this pattern. You can see it doing this. I mentioned don't get caught down here, 43s. Don't get caught at these lows trying to go short. Instead, watch for some sort of rejection and play it back up toward 46.69. That's been the play. 46.69 is composite value over a 5-year basis. 45.60 is 1-year value. So rejecting down here near these lows, returning back up, puts us right back into value. So expecting a little bit more strength here. If we do pull back toward 44.70, that's a zone where bulls want to continue to defend for a shot at squeezing higher. Once we get to the opposite end, again, it's very similar to out here. You don't want to play for the break just yet. Once it gets up here, you may be looking at more coiling action. But not bad so far. A nice aggressive little push up after the weakness down below. Here's the intraday time frame. And again, nice continuation higher. Big rejection here below the previous week's low right there. That's where it all started. The previous week's low. Nice squeeze. We called that a few days ago. That's in our premium replay. And then this thing has continued higher ever since. So 45.60 is very important right now. That is MCVPOC. Price is trading above that zone. Bulls want to keep it bid for a continuation toward the next key level up, which is 46.69. So right now, that's the swing move here. Buying pullbacks is important. Any failure to hold above this 45.60 could imply another move back toward 45s. All right, let's take a look at gold futures. Here's gold. Let's take a look at the daily time frame of gold. There we are. What we were looking for here was similar to what we saw in the crude oil chart. We were looking for price perhaps to come a little bit lower, and then springboard back toward 52s. And price, you can see right here, broke 2-day lows right there. Didn't quite get into the low here, and then did a huge bounce back up. Right here, these are the 3-day highs, 1, 2, 3. This is what I was talking about, above 13.22, half likely squeezes big time. because you had several buy stops above that zone. You had bear short, 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 all at the same level. That means you had buy stops above that zone, and that's why you see a day like today, or the previous session. So a nice little rejection here, a nice little rally back. After a huge day like this, you typically see digestion, so it could be back and forth. Overall, I would say that any pullback is seen as a buying opportunity for a continuation toward 52s. All right, let's take a look at the NQ now. Here's the NQ daily time frame. Of course, this one has led the effort to the upside, so it's been leading. We had a reversal from the lows, bounced back above the midpoint of that range, eventually broke above the 3-day highs here and ran the stops. Once it did that, it came back and defended on pullbacks here and again ran the stops. So this thing has been pushing higher. The expectation here is now we're at a new high. So we have to see how the market treats it, because remember, just yesterday here, what we were looking for was this a rejection pattern. If so, the bears are defending here, here, right here, and here, but above 48.20 kills the move. And here's 48.20, a major squeeze now comes. So now, the next pullback, even into 48.20, could be a great buying opportunity for a continuation to the upside. If we do see a continuation, we have upside key levels, 48.92 and 49.46 are the next two major levels up. You have a 100% expansion from the Brexit range at 50.53. So right now we have to see how does price respond above these recent highs, which is 48.39. Can we hold? If we can hold, the expectation may be for a push toward 49.46, which is the 50% expansion level. So we'll keep an eye on that one from a higher time frame perspective. Lastly, looking at the intraday time frame for the NQ, very similar to what we talked about in the ES. We had the FOMC key level here. This is the FOMC key level from yesterday, 921. It comes across at 48.04. Prices went bid, came back very close to 48.04, and have since rallied big time. Big time move up. And again, we're above 48.20. 48.20 being a big time level. 48.39 quarter being a big level. I would say pullbacks to those levels offer big time buying opportunities until they fail to hold. All right, that's it for now. Let's see how this thing plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck and trade well.